What's up, everybody? It's another video, man. I wanna thank y'all for tuning in. As you may have just seen, the Detroit Lions just beat the LA Chargers, and I love the win. I've never seen the Lions 7-2. 2-7, yeah. 7-2? No, never seen that, but I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. But to be honest, I wasn't expecting the shootout. I was expecting, Justin Herbert to do what he do. I was expecting Keenan Allen to do it, but I wasn't expecting the score to be so high. I was expecting it to be, like 30-27, 30-24 type. But hey, it's a win's a win. I'll take it. But one thing that this just showed me was that the defense definitely should have been addressed. There's no hate on Donovan People Jones. Welcome to the team. I love watching you when you was at Michigan. But I just feel like the defense need to be addressed. And he's even showing it now that, that maybe if you had somebody else, maybe that score wouldn't have been so high. Keenan Allen just killed you, bro. Justin Herbert is a very good quarterback. So, but still at the same time, to be a Super Bowl contender, you would need a defense that can stop good quarterbacks. Like everybody that makes it to the playoffs is a good team. So to have that extra piece to help you make it there and to make noise in the playoffs, you need a defense that's going to stop a quarterback. Like the Detroit Lions right now, like I said, I'm happy about the win. Only thing is I'm saying is if you play Philly, playoff started, and you just happen to play Philly right now with the roster that you have, I don't think that you can beat them. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm not happy about the win. I'm excited about the win, but I just think that something should have been addressed in the NFL deadline. But hey, it's too late for that now. Somebody shoulda, coulda, woulda. So we just gonna move on to the next. But something I've been noticing, I follow him on Instagram. Senior Gardner Johnson, is contemplating coming back, and he might be back, first round of the playoffs. Now, the thing is, I'd be happy to see him because I think he's a good player. But he did start over Tracy Walker. So if he ends up coming back, are they going to start him over Tracy Walker and have him sit? Like, I'm a little curious about that. That's the part that's been throwing me off because Tracy Walker and Kirby Joseph together have been thriving and mashing well. So would you, give up that Kimmer, give up that and start him? So, I'm a little curious about to see what happens with that. But one thing that we've been saying since the drafting Gibbs and since Monty came from Chicago is the two-headed monster, two-headed monster, two-headed monster. Now, how the season started off, it started off Monty, 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 man. He was killing it. Fantasy and in real life, he was doing this thing. But then when Monty ended up getting injured, Gibbs definitely picked up the slack and came in and did what he was supposed to do. So, but this week, it showed that, you definitely have a run game. You definitely see that you can bring out the best of their ability if you put them together. So it definitely worked itself out. This is beautiful on tape. I love every minute of this. And the one thing I have to do, I have to say, I have to get this off right now. And I said it during my interview. I have to. He probably didn't even watch it, but I'm gonna say it anyway for my person. So I gotta send an apology to JMO. It's not saying that you're not a good wide receiver. It's not what I'm saying at all. I said the thing of trading for the simple fact that the Lions need that additional piece in order to be a Super Bowl contender. Because right now I don't believe that they are. So I was thinking trade just to get somebody on that defense, like a power player on that defense, just so they can push themselves on. But seeing him on that offense, that big block that he did for Monty, I was just like, yeah, this guy, you can't get rid of him. You can't like his you gotta give him his five right now, even being a rookie, like not really his second season in the league. So, I gotta give it to him. Like it'd be crazy to get rid of him right now. Everybody's like, not giving him the time that he needs, but hell man, every time I see him, I'll be like, man, this guy J-Mo, he's true. Like he's definitely working himself out. So I see that everywhere Ben Johnson is definitely including him into the playbook, which is the thing I said before. Like you gotta give him more time versus being speedster and things like that. I didn't like that the below the belt chop block things to overturn that touchdown that they made for it, but and I'm not a ref, so but I didn't see it, but hell, but you can see that they're working on something and working to fit him into the game plan a bit more. So that's what I like. But I'm sending an apology to J Mo right now because, like I said, you are definitely a star in the making, and I would love to keep seeing you with the Lions. Now, moving on. So when Keenan Allen, Keenan Allen is a star. Like, we're not gonna sit here and pretend that Keenan Allen is a slouch. We're not gonna sit here and pretend that Keenan Allen isn't good. Like, he is. But the thing is, that's why I said the defense needs to be addressed because good teams have good players like that. And right now you couldn't stop them. So what's gonna happen if you end up playing Miami, playing Baltimore again, playing people like that? That's what I'm saying. Like, you're gonna have to end up improving on that side of the field. And yeah, you can, continue to have shootouts and last second field goals, but yeah, and if the win's a win. Same thing they said with Philly. Like, long as you get in the win, that's all that matters. How you get it, it doesn't matter. But I just want to see more and see that it's end up going in the right direction. That's all I want. So maybe it's be something they address in the off season, but right now I think that is very good and we moving forward. So that's all I care about. But one thing I will say is this: the Lions are 7-2. I can't even remember the time they was ever 7-2. Like, this is beautiful to see. This is beautiful to see. And like I said, like, people are like, oh, well, you just looking for things to complain about. No, it's critiquing. Everybody, like, and nothing in the NFL is gonna be perfect, I don't think, but just get as close as you can to perfect. And like I said, if you go against hell anyone in the playoffs, maybe you don't end up thriving the way that you did today, but we'll see what happens. Coming up. Next week they go against Chicago. That ain't gonna be nothing. I'm not really worried about that. And one thing me and my boy Biz was talking about, man, shouts out to Biz again, man. One of my biggest supporters, man. So I appreciate him most definitely, man. I truly appreciate having him here because he's definitely like one of my biggest supporters. I appreciate everybody that supports me, but I definitely look at the people that always like comment, so they already subscribed, and just give me information and just feed me information. That way I can get better every time. So I thank all of you guys for that. But the one thing that I say is that he said Lions had the potential to be 9-2 on Thanksgiving. Let me say this again because I don't think people heard me. The Detroit Lions had the potential to be 9-2 going into Thanksgiving. That's never happened. Ever, I don't think. I would have to look, but man, y'all, man, 9-2. The Detroit Lions being 9-2 on Thanksgivings, like that, man, that'd be sweet. Granted, I want my food because I'm a big guy, but dang, that'd be beautiful to see the Lions go 9-2, man, getting ready for the players. At that point, you might as well just get ready for the playoffs and start, resting people up. Question I want to pitch for y'all. I want to see what y'all think about this. Now, let's say the Lions are half a game from the first seed, but you risk the potential of losing Goff if you end up playing him for this game. Would you take that chance of potentially letting Goff get injured for the playoffs, or end up resting them and then taking the second seed when you could possibly win the first? Like, now that's the thing now, because now you're in the contention of, will you get that home field advantage going through the playoffs? And I feel like that'd be something to benefit the Lions as well. Because yeah, you lost against Seattle here. We're not that's pointless to have that conversation because everybody knew how it was. But I feel like a playoff game at Ford Field, the Lions haven't really made noise in the playoffs in 30 something years. So now you're in the playoffs with home field advantage. I don't think you're gonna be able to stop them, defense or not. Like, I don't feel like that's gonna be a thing. I feel like that's gonna be a very good game. The tickets gonna be thousands of dollars, but I'm gonna be tuned in either way, man. So I'm a little curious to see how that part goes. So, now it's just more of a now, there's no complaints as far as the Lions about if they're rebuilding anymore. That's no longer an issue. Now it's more of what seeding do you go for? Do you shoot for home field advantage all the way through? Or do you, rest the players and say, forget the seed and we just gonna, take what we get? That's really the thing that's going on now. So I'm a little curious to see what happens, man. But I love the direction of the team. I love where the team is going. I'm happy to see it this way, man. Finally, like the years of being a mediocre team and just seeing them just losing and losing and losing is over with, man. I'm thankful for everybody that helped push this team in the right direction, and we're doing this now. So it's like, yes, it's over with. But what y'all think, man? As I say, I got a comment section, man. Like, subscribe, like, subscribe. Thank God Almighty you like to subscribe. Peace, y'all.